Hello and welcome to the 2025 State of the Region event with the Hilton Head-Bluffton Chamber of Commerce. My name's Hannah Nichols, Public Information Officer for Beaufort County, and we are so excited today to talk to some of our elected officials and leaders in our business community. A special event later today, we're going to have Governor Henry McMaster give a keynote address, and several of our elected officials will participate in a roundtable discussion about economic development, affordable housing, regional growth, and more.
Well, growth has been the biggest topic here. We'll let everybody go because Harry wants to dance. Here, Howard, just start for me, if you would. We have talked about growth. We talked about infrastructure, etc. What is the thing you believe our region could do better to try to deal with some of these things and make our region better, creating that?
Well, I think we've started doing it, but cooperating with each other.
We've got this renewed energy towards collaboration in our region. Do you feel that? Is it coming your way?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I've been in office now for 3 years, and I think that it's been there for the 3 years. And we get together once a month through Soloco. We get together at other times, but there's a lot of conversation about what's happening in the region and how we all need to address those changes.
We've got a good project that was mentioned by Mayor Toomer.
Here's some big news. Bluffton is leading an initiative to preserve nearly 300 acres in the Buckwalter area and put it under conservation easements. By doing this takes about 1,000 homes and more than 1 million square feet of commercial space off the books. The town is working with Beaufort County's Green Space Program to create a 300-acre park and forever protect these parcels from growth. We're just going to keep doing the best we can and have a vision that's going to someday make everyone proud. We meet once a month or more, the area mayors in Beaufort County, and discuss all the issues that we're having that we discussed in there. These are not brand new issues. They've been around for a long time, but hopefully, finally, we're starting to come together as a team and making some of them come to real life. It's been talk.
The mayors meet. They invite myself and our vice chairman to come meet, and we listen. Mostly listen.
I said, wow, that's really something. He said, yeah, we have the secret. We know the secret to a long, happy marriage. I said, of course, what is the secret to a long, happy marriage? He says, every week we find a nice little quiet restaurant. Go out for dinner every week. She goes on Tuesday, I go on Thursday.
It's very important that we all collaborate. We're collaborating with Jasper County for the animal shelter. We collaborated with Hilton Head for the bridge. And we need to continue to collaborate because the bottom line is everybody runs through Beaufort County.
The corridor from the base of the bridge through Spanish Wells Road and how that's going to be affected, because we know we've got to improve traffic flow through there, and that's something we'll be working on.
Hopefully we'll start seeing more progress every year because we'll have a new list to do or new things that need to be done if we don't get these out of the way first. If anyone plans on growing or expanding or attracting other businesses to the area, we got to have a place for people to work. To live that can afford to live there.
Well, I can only speak since I've been vice chair this year. So I believe there's been some collaboration in the past. We have upped our game, Ms. Howard and I. We do meet with, as you heard in there, the different municipalities regularly, and we are actively engaging them in everything we do because we need support from our municipalities and from Jasper County. So we've kind of upped our game to be really collaborative and really conversationally with them.
So we are moving forward on a rescope project, which includes a 3-lane eastbound bridge that covers both bridges. That project's moving forward. We actually have a public meeting coming up at the end of this month, so October 30th, from 4 to 7 at the Island Rec Center. Public information meeting, come out, learn more about the rescope project. And many people also are aware that we had a grant we put in for a large bridge grant, federal grant. We're still waiting to hear back from the feds on that, but we're moving forward with the 3-lane rescope project as we have talked about over recent months.
Community's most precious cargo is on those roads on their way to school and on the way home from school 5 days a week, right? And so we want to make sure that we're planning our own transportation needs for students, that we're connecting and collaborating with our community leaders. All of that is important. Workforce development needs. We have career and technical education programs within the school system. And we want to make sure that our students, our graduates, are ready for careers right here locally within our dynamic region.
And all those things work together so that we're listening to each other and then we know what each other's problems are. And of course, traffic is a unanimous problem amongst all of us. But there are other issues, workforce housing.
I'm on a workforce housing board called Coastal Community Development Corporation, started by Alan Wolf and others on the island. And we're looking for workforce housing from Hilton Head all the way through Ridgeland, Jasper County. And we have made a great dent so far. We have 40 units we purchased, and then we put a 99-year deed restriction on these units, and we rent them to workers. So we're moving off the island. We're moving into Bluffton and Hardyville. It's a fabulous board.
Housing is important, and something we're doing on a very local basis, but it's a regional approach is what do we do with retention? How do we retain nurses and kids that go away to trade school or colleges? We want them to come back, and most do, but how do we set up the jobs for them to retain them here? And, TCL, USCB, in with council, we're doing a lot of things to work together to keep our kids back in our region.
Our leaders really are working together. You can see it. We hear about it every day behind the scenes, but the growth that's happening, what happens in Hardyville impacts Bluffton. What's happening in Bluffton is impacting Hilton Head. There's no more my town, your town. It's our town.
The community partnerships and the different municipalities that are working together now. It seems like better than ever. The communication is there, the planning is there, and really mutual respect. And I heard that started with the governor's message today, and then that carried out throughout the afternoon with our elected mayors and chair of county council.
Beaufort County is stronger today than it has ever been. And as we look ahead, we do so with commitment to keep building, keep helping each other, and keep moving forward together.
Why is it that these leaders, business leaders, want to invest hundreds of millions and billions of dollars in South Carolina instead of someplace else? Well, they've all ended up, because I asked them, after we have the conversations, why is it that you have come to this place out of all of them? And they say, it's the tax structure, it's the education, it's the technical college system. I mean, we spend hundreds of millions of dollars in our technical colleges to teach people how to do all these sophisticated tasks that are coming along now, as well as the basic ones that are essential. They say it's always the people. It is the people of South Carolina. So I started wondering, what is it about the people? Well, I'll tell you, we're unique.
Mama always said that rapid growth is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. But Mama didn't know Hardyville, where we plan exactly what you're going to get. A peanut butter cup, my favorite.
Remember, John, it was early 2016 when Beth said, "Run, Harry, run."
We have more opportunity in our state than any other state, in my opinion. We have how much land? We have water all over the place. Did you know that 1/2 of the salt marsh on the East Coast is in Beaufort and maybe Jasper counties? That's remarkable. You need to fly in a plane and look down to see it to really appreciate it. Oh, it's gorgeous.
We must facilitate the public-private partnerships that can make a positive impact on our workforce housing availability on island. We're excited that North Point should be breaking ground in late 2025, and that we're issuing another request for qualifications and proposals regarding another development partnership for property on Bryant Road. We have to keep caring for our home and each other. That's demonstrated in our understanding of the need for beach renourishment now and into the future by removing abandoned boats that present environmental and navigational hazards for our waterways, by assessing and improving our stormwater infrastructure and prioritizing a master plan to improve how water moves throughout this island, by reinvesting in our streetscapes to make it safer whether you walk, bike, or drive. A new master plan for the William Hilton Parkway corridor and the historic neighborhoods will be considered to minimize negative impacts. What we're working on is the lighting systems and also the intersections themselves to see if we can create a way to get rid of the lights, to move traffic a little bit better to a point where it breaks apart, right? So to the cross island. So that's something that we're working on.
And we need to understand that we believe, I think more than any other state, in the rule of law.
The only way that government can be effective is if they hear from the people, and the only way that elected officials can be accountable is if people are involved, participate, whether it's through the county channel, whether it's through public hearings. We work for the people. I mean, this is such a wonderful part of the world, and the tools that local government has, whether it's the Rural and Critical Lands Program, which was started while I was chairman of county council, probably will go down as one of the most significant things that we could do, and very innovative in terms of managing growth. That has morphed into the penny sales tax program that we authorized state law in the last few years, and is really about protecting, our environment, protecting those, natural vistas and areas. I mean, God only made so much of the earth.
We now have about 3 million acres that are protected by conservation easements. We now have about 4.7 million acres that are covered by farmland and forests. My goal is to see that we have easements, we have protections, we have public parks, lands that will not be disturbed of at least 10 million acres in the next few years. It's going to take some work, but if we're smart, we need to count on good thinking and smart zoning, but that's not going to be enough, I don't think. Usually people don't go to look at buildings. They might go to be in a building for a while. They might come to Beaufort, or might go to Camden, or might go to Georgetown, or might go to Charleston to look at some old homes and some great works of art. Or they might want to look at the greatest works of art of all, and those that are out there in nature.
And of course, we can't talk about Beaufort County unless we talk about our biggest asset, our natural beauty. It's not just a background for postcards. It's our heritage, it's our economy, and most important, it's our responsibility.
Energy, right now, we're trying to get those 2 nuclear reactors in Fairfield County, BC Summer 2 and 3, up and running. There've been a lot of interest in the private sector in acquiring that asset, completing construction. Really excited about that. 2,200 megawatts of power onto our grid. Working on healthcare reform, expanding scope of practice from nurse practitioners, physician assistants, pharmacists, trying to make access to healthcare easier. A lot on the plate for next session.
The Marine Corps was not able to support it because of the government shutdown, and we step in and we are here supporting this important event.
So how many cadets are in your program?
Right now we have 125 cadets enrolled within the program. Looking to increase the number of cadets here in the near future to a battalion-sized element.
Progress isn't just about roads and airports. It's about people. And Beaufort County is investing in the services that touch lives every day. New parks and recreation opportunities, thriving libraries, expanded programs for our neighbors with disabilities, indigent care services, and coordinated animal services with Jasper County. Nothing has a greater impact on the day-to-day lives of people in our community than local government, and we are proud to support these vital community services.
Well, thank you so much for giving us a little insight into today. We appreciate your time. For this Beaufort County Report, I'm Hannah Nichols. Stay tuned to Beaufort County Television.